Good morning, children. Our today's topic is fraction. What is fraction? A fraction is a part of a whole and it represents one or more equal parts of a whole object. Okay? Like we will see an example 3/4 where 3 is a numerator and 4 is a denominator. And this is the line of fraction which is called fraction bar or division bar. Okay? A fraction is also a part of a set. Like in this example, you can see in this rectangle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts are there. Out of these 5 parts, 2 parts are shaded. So I can write 2 parts are shaded out of 5 parts. So this is fractional number where the 2 is denoting 2 equally shaded parts and 5 is denoting the equal number of parts in which the shape is divided. So when 2 or more fractions are given, depending on the denominator, we divide them into the 2 equal parts, that is like fractions and unlike fractions. So let's understand what is the like and unlike fractions.
Fractions with the same denominators are called like fractions. For example, 1/4, 3/4, etc. Unlike fractions. Fractions with different denominators are called unlike fractions. For example, 5/8, 5/3, 2/7, etc. Now, let us revise the types of fractions. 1. Proper fractions. A fraction in which the numerator is less than the proper fraction. For example, 2 is less than 8. Thus, we say that 2/8 is a proper fraction. 2. Improper fractions. A fraction in which the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator is called an improper fraction. For example, A. 5 is greater than 2. Thus, we say that 5/2 is an improper fraction. B. 4 is equal to 4. Thus, we say that 4/4 is an improper fraction. 3. Mixed fractions. A mixed number, also called as mixed fraction, is the sum of a natural number and a proper fraction. Look at the 3 circles. The first and second circles are completely colored and half of the third circle is colored. When added together, we get 2.5. This 2.5 represents a mixed number. Here, number 2 is the natural number and half is the fraction.
Now we will learn changing of a mixed number to an improper fraction and so on, vice versa. So I am taking an example 2/2/5. This is a mixed number. For this, I will multiply these two numbers and whatever product I will get, I will add it in 2. So 5 2s are 10 and 10 plus 2 is 12. 5 I will write as it is. So this is the improper fraction because in this, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Now this same number I will change into the mixed fraction. For that, I have to divide 12 by 5. So I divide 12 by 5. 5 2s are 10. Remainder is 2. So here I got the quotient 2. So 2 will be written as a whole number. Remainder will go up. That is 2 whole 2/5. This is the mixed fraction. So this is the changing of mixed number into the improper number and improper number to the mixed number. Now we come to the next topic, that is the addition and subtraction of the fractional numbers. First of all, I will take the like numbers. Like fractions means whose denominator will be same. So 1 upon 5 plus 7 upon 5. In this, the denominator we will take common, that is 5. Suppose this is 9 upon 5 and this is 7 upon 5. And the numerators I will add as it is, that is 9 plus 7. Denominator will be 5 and 5, so I will take this 5 common. 9 plus 7, it is become 15, 16. Okay? So this is the answer, that is 16 upon 5, which can be converted into the mixed fraction easily. That is 5 3s are 15, remain 1. That is 16 upon 5. Okay? I will take the same numbers to subtract them. That is 9 upon 5 minus 7 upon 5. Here, the same method I will apply. I will take the 5 common. Then I will write 9 because minus is there, so I will write minus here. 9 minus 7 will be 2. So my answer is 2 upon 5. Because it is a proper fraction, so I cannot convert it to a mixed fraction. So this is the addition and subtraction of the like fractional numbers. Now we will see the addition and subtraction of unlike fractional numbers, means whose denominator will not be same. So I am taking here one example, 3 upon 4 minus 3 upon 4 plus 1 upon 2. Okay. So here 4 and 2 are the denominators which are totally different. So we will take its LCM. So LCM of 4 and 2 will be, we will take out the LCM. Commonly I will write these numbers and I will divide it by 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2 and 2 1s are 2. Until I will get 1, I will just keeps on dividing it. I get 2 and 2. So 2 2s are 4. So LCM is 4. LCM of 4 and 2 I got 4. Okay. So here 3 upon 4 and 1 upon 2. I have to make their denominators equal, same, that is equal to 4. Okay. So just to make its denominator 4, what I have to do? I have to just multiply it by 1. So the number by which I am multiplying here, in the numerator also I will be multiplying with the same number. So this has become 3 1s are 3. Here, when I will convert its denominator into 4, I have to multiply this 2 by 2. And by 2, I will multiply with the numerator also. So 2 1s are 2. Now in both the quantities, the denominator is become similar, that is 4 and 4. Now I can add them easily, that is 3 upon 4 plus 2 upon 4. 4 will become common, 3 plus 2. So my answer will be 5 upon 4. And I can convert it into the fractional number, that is 4 1s are 4 plus 1 5. So this is the answer. This is the addition when the numerators are different, that is unlike fractions. Now we will see its subtraction. By same method we will do this. 3 upon 4 minus 1 upon 2. The LCM of 4 and 2 will be 4 itself. So I have to make 3 upon 4 is equal to, denominator will be same 4, so I get 3 upon 4 and 1 upon 2, so I have to multiply it by 2, so I get 2 upon 4. The same condition, when I subtract it, I get 3 upon 4 minus 2 upon 4, that is 4 I will take common, 3 minus 2, my answer is 1 upon 4. So method will be same, only I have to put the minus sign over here and there I have to put the plus sign. So this is all about the addition and subtraction of like and unlike fractional numbers. Now we will see the multiplication and the division of fractional numbers. Here I will take one example. Suppose 1 upon 2 multiply by 5. So here I can write upon 1. This doesn't make any difference in the value. So 5 1s are 5 and 2 1s are 2. My answer will be 5 upon 2. We will take one more example. Suppose there is 14 upon 2 multiply by 5 upon 10. In this example, these are the numerators and these are the denominators. You have to keep one thing in your mind, that numerator will not be cut by numerator and denominator will not be cut by denominator. But we can cut numerator by the denominator or denominator by the numerator. So here I can cut 5 ones are 5 and 5 twos are 10. And 2 ones are 2 and 2 sevens are 14. So in the numerator side, I am left with 7 and 1, and in the denominator 1 and 2. So the answer will be 7 ones are 7 and 2 ones are 2. Let's take one more example in a twisted way. You will understand more. Suppose I take 10 upon 3 multiply by 9 upon 5. Here in this condition, I can cut this 10 by 5. That means you have to take a common number by which you can divide this 10 also and 5 also. I can divide this by 5 itself. So 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9. So in the numerator, I am left with 2 and 3, and in denominator 1 and 1. So my answer will be 3 twos are 6 upon 1, that is 6 itself. So these are some examples of multiplication. Let's see the division questions. This is an example of division. To solve these questions, we have to just convert this division into the multiplication. And the division and multiplication, they are opposite to each other. That means the number after the division, when I will convert it into the multiplication, this will be inversed. So this will become 1 upon 2 multiply by, this is 5 upon 1. I will inverse it, it has become 1 upon 5. Okay. So my answer will be 1 ones are 1 and 5 twos are 10. Let's take one more example. 7 upon 2 divided by 14 upon 2. So first of all, I will convert this division into the multiplication. So I will write 7 upon 2 multiply by this 14 upon 2 will become reversed. That is become 2 upon 14. Now I can solve it easily. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2. So 1 multiplied by 1 is 1 and 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. So my answer will be 1 upon 2. So children, now this is clear to you. This when we are solving the questions of division, then also we have to convert them into the multiplication first. That will make our calculations easy and we can get answer easily. Thank you so much.